In the far village of Malana, India, there lived a 21-year-old woman named Myra. Being held captive by a disingenuous oligarchy, she works long days and sometimes nights as a personal servant. When she was only a toddler, her home village was invaded and her family was murdered. The ones that survived were taken against their will. One evening, while Myra was gathering water from the stream, she heard a curious noise far off in the forest. It sounded like warbling, although she couldn't imagine who would be out there that late. Then she saw a white glow appearing and disappearing through a pair of spruces. Myra, curious as to what it could be, made her way cautiously into the dense forest. The white light seemed to fade farther and farther away with each step. She was not getting any closer. Finally, she gave up, but as she turned to head back to the village, she discovered that she was lost. Frightened, she decided to wait for sunlight, as to have a better chance at making it out of the forest. Just then, she heard loud, swift footsteps. They sounded like something was slithering through the leaves. Myra expected a snake to slither up to her, but instead she gaped in a mixture of astonishment and horror at the sight of a white wolf. She had never seen a wolf like it before. There were long streaks of blur across its fur. Myra crouched down in fear. "Don't be afraid, Myra," the wolf said. "I'm here to simply aid you." "How do you know me?" Myra asked. "Who are you? What's happening here?" "I will explain along the way. Right now we must go, before the sun rises." Moving swiftly, but silently, the wolf led Myra through the dense forest. Myra's trust for the creature was still uncertain, but she felt she needed to risk his aid than to brace the night alone. "First," the wolf started, his voice rattling the silence, "we are finding the Argoth." "Who's Argoth?" Myra asked. "Argoth is the most sacred, all-knowing being in this land. He sees through all mortal souls. If you ever wondered who you truly are as a person, Argoth will reveal it." "I know who I am," Myra explained. "I'm a captured girl from Malana, forced to work for barbarians. I only want to see my family again. This is what your form is now," the wolf said. "Even though our true selves lie within us, it is possible to miss it. We never know who we truly are until we are forced to see it." They came across the stream. The gentle harmony of the sound was like a lullaby that broke the forlorn ambiance. It sent a hypnotic spell over Myra that nearly drove her into a restless sleep. "Argoth is here," the wolf announced. Through Myra's drowsy eyes, she saw a boulder next to the brook. Her eyes widened when she saw a large, glossy eyeball in the middle of the boulder. It was staring into her, unblinking, unweaving every thread of her existence. "Myra," Argoth bellowed. His voice seemed to be coming from all directions. "Your soul is not of this world. You are meant for other purposes." "What are you talking about?" Myra's body suddenly trembled. Now she was scared. "If you follow the stream," Argoth continued, "your true purpose will be unearthed. There is no reason for you to fear your future, Myra, and no reason to fear for your family. Go on now." The wolf started trotting along the bank. Myra hesitated. How could she believe what a rock was telling her? "Myra," the wolf said, turning his head, "the worst fear you can have is within yourself. To know oneself is to conquer the lands. An inner peace is worth is more valuable than all the jewels in the king's quarters. If you turn back, you will lose that inner peace and thus lose yourself. But face what you fear and learn what true value really entails." Listening to the wolf's words, along with the rhythmic sounds of the stream, she took in a deep breath and started along the bank. Not too long after, the dense forest seemed to spread apart. Light showered down through the branches, casting radiant glows over the oaks and maples. Not too far away, Myra saw the most beautiful sight she had ever seen. There was a wall of flowers, and the doorway was a ball of light. The wolf stood only a few feet away. He made no motion to head inside. "Inside lies your purpose, Myra," he told her. "This is where I leave you." She opened her mouth to express her anxieties, but then thought against it. The wolf was right. She needed to find her inner peace and face any obstacle in her path. The brutal labor that she had endured in the streets for so long had trained her for such a quest. She stood up straight and took another step forward into the ball of light. "Welcome, my sweet child." The bright light faded to reveal a garden that stretched for miles. It was dotted with fountains and iron gates. Coming toward her was a woman surrounded by sparkling glitter flying on wings. "Who are you?" Myra asked. "I'm who you are," she explained. "This is a fairy garden, where you are born to be." I'm a fairy?" The fairy held out her hand, and Myra reluctantly took it. Instantly, her feet lifted off the ground and they began floating over the garden. For the first time, a wave of tranquility washed over her, and she finally found her inner peace.